Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and this is the full moon in Sagittarius reading. This is kind of late because I've been having upload issues and other stuff has been going on. Believe it or not, these cards were already pulled during the full moon over the weekend, which the full moon, for those who don't know, it started on the 3rd, and then the official full moon at 100% was on the 4th. So yeah, I already pulled these cards, but I guess it's a good thing that I meditated over them and all that other good stuff. So here we are. Let's go ahead and talk about this. This is for the collective. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I said all of that, a few things to unpack here. First thing is that some of you are losing hope. And the reason I'm saying that is because Osiris came out, and for this card, which I'm using the Gods and Titans Oracle deck, one of them. For this card, Osiris is about renewal. Also, Osiris is about hope. For those who don't know, Osiris became the god of the underworld because he was actually killed by his brother. His wife brought him back briefly so they could conceive a son. And then after that happened, he went back to the underworld. When he went back to the underworld, he was sort of a sign of hope to the people there and also others that there is an afterlife as well. So hope is one of the things that I got from this. And for some of you, which this kind of makes sense now that the High Priestess came out too during the clarification with the tarot cards and stuff. But for some of you, I feel like you need like a boost, like a shot in the arm. You know what I mean? Like some type of adrenaline thing where it's something to get you going again, something to ignite your passion. And I feel like that will happen for some of you as well. Now, another card that came out, speaking of passion, is the Princess of Wands. And this is so far surrounding the heart of the matter. For those who don't know, I usually do what I call an infinity cross. And what I do is I take 2 oracle decks, 2 tarot decks, and cross them together, and then I check the heart of the matter and the surrounding things. Right now we're talking about the surrounding things. And the Princess of Wands is one of them. This goes back to what I was talking about. Notice how she's about to swallow fire as well. Speaking of which, and this was totally random that I got this. If you decide to be active, be mindful of what you put in your mouth. Just saying. But also for this particular card, is saying be adventurous. Learn what gets you going. Learn what is that word? There is a word in this on the tip of my tongue. Learn what stirs you internally. What not fascinates. But you can use that word too. There's another word for it. It's on the tip of my tongue. So, or ignite is another word, but that's not it. It's another word. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, learn what gets you going. Learn what makes you tick, and what flips the switch to like, oh wow, you know, I'm entertained. I'm interested. I want to get involved. I want to take action. Is what I want to do. That's this energy, and also this is a taking action energy. This is just like, I won't say throwing caution to the wind, but this is like dancing and not caring who's watching, if that makes sense. Another surrounding card, look for a sign. Look for a sign. And with this, it speaks for itself. Some of you, I'm going to keep it 100 with you because I always do. I feel like the sign is already passed for some of you. I'm just going to be honest. Like, you overlook the sign. You might need to, for some of you, you might need to trace it back. Like, pay attention to things Like, just play it through your mind. Like, okay, what are some of the things that happened over the past few weeks or the past month or whatever? Was there anything significant that happened? Were there any dreams that I had? Did this happen? Did any angel numbers show up regularly? 444, 555, 333, whatever. Just retracing the steps and doing that. I feel like some of you need to retrace your steps. The other reason I feel like it may have already passed is because this is on the left-hand side. And this isn't always the case when I do readings, but it is something to consider. Where if it's from the left-hand side, or if a card, especially with tarot cards, if they're looking to the left, it's usually about the past. If they're looking to the right, it's usually about the future. And this being coming out on the left-hand side, again, I feel like for some of you, you've already overlooked the signs, so you need to retrace your steps. For others of you, you may not have even seen the sign yet, and this is just saying, okay, be mindful. Now, another surrounding card is the Nine of Wands. It's the Nine of Inspiration in this deck. I'm using the Muse Tarot deck as one of my decks. So the Nine of Inspiration, which is the Nine of Wands. That's it. What inspires you? Thank you. That's the word. What inspires you? Figuring out what inspires you. But with the Nine of Inspiration, the Nine of Wands, this is usually the Wounded Warrior card. Usually. In this particular deck, notice how there's nothing wrong. Usually the Wounded Warrior has somebody with a bunch of wands and then they're leaning over, or it's like, wow, it's been a hard fought battle, whatever. This chick is out in the desert with the dress on, flowing in the wind, like she about to be the 5th In Vogue member in the Don't Let Go video. So clearly she's unbothered right now. I feel that some of you need to take on that energy where you don't need to let things get to you as much as they normally would. It's sort of like, okay, does me reacting to this in an emotional way change anything? If not, then what's the point? I feel like this is quiet strength. That's it. Thank you. I feel like this is quiet strength is what this is. Where, and this is really for everybody. People are usually going through something that you have no idea that they're going through it. There have been people who, I remember one guy, he was talking about his girlfriend on a channel that I watch. And she was still working with stage 4 cancer. Like, she was still working and doing everything she normally does. And some people didn't even know she had cancer, much less stage 4. So with that, I'm just saying people are demonstrating quiet strength with this Nine of Wands card. And I feel that's what you're being called to demonstrate, is quiet strength. All right, another surrounding card. The Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Also, Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen is specifically Virgo energy for me. So this is a very nurturing energy. This is also a very competent energy, meaning they handle things well. Virgos can be perfectionists and very, one might say, nitpicky. They usually see the finer details in things. And for you, with this Queen of Pentacles energy, this could be you taking on that energy, or it could be someone in your life, possibly a mother figure, or either grandmother or what have you. Or it could be a male in Queen of Pentacles energy, because they're not a gender in tarot. It's just energy. So with this, whoever this energy is, whoever is representing, this person in Pentacles, again, earth energy, this person deals with something in the 3D. This is something affecting the 3D, is what this is. And usually this energy is a very good steward of things within the 3D world. Now, another surrounding card is abundance. That is letting me know it's available to you. It's a point of, do you believe? Are you willing to take action? Another surrounding card, Thor, taking action. One of the things that it says about this card when it comes out, now is not the time to stay, one could say, engulfed in thought. That time is now past. It's time to take action. And it specifically says that you are protected. So it's okay to take action, which is interesting because at the bottom of the deck, of the Oracle deck, is Anubis. And this card is specifically about protection. For some of you, I feel like you've lost hope and you didn't want to take action because you were afraid of what might happen. But what this is saying is you're protected along the way. And now I'm hearing that song playing through my head. Who sings that song? It's an old song. It's like 80s. Every step you take, every breath you make. Hold on. Every step you take, I'll be watching you. It's like a song. It's more of a love song, but the context that I'm hearing in my head is the protection part, like you're being watched over. Like every step that you take, every move that you make, every breath that you take, somebody's watching in a good way, like protecting you. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. Also, for surrounding energy is the High Priestess and the Prince of Pentacles, which is the Prince of Disc in this, which is really the Knight. And it says day trader. For some of you, you might have a stock purchase that pays off, especially with this High Priestess, so it'll be unexpected. So you may have a stock purchase that pays off. Something involving the stock market or day trading, whether it's currency, crypto, or what have you. There may be something that you invested in a while ago, and now it's starting to pay off unexpectedly. Or you forgot about it, which is what it could be. For others of you, this is just something unexpected coming in. Because again, High Priestess energy is about secrets. High Priestess is also about telepathy, being clairvoyant, intuitive. It is also about knowledge, lots of knowledge. Now, somebody just said to me, some of you might be trying to learn about the stock market or learn about the finance industry and how things work when it comes to interest rates, bonds, crypto, precious metals, stuff like that. Some of you might be doing that research to try and get ahead of something. I can tell you with this abundance card, also as a surrounding matter, for some of you it will pay off very well if you're doing research on learning about the financial markets with the abundance card here. Now, at the bottom of the deck on the other oracle deck is ask your angels. Ask your angels. So for one thing, you have look for a sign. For another one, you have ask your angels. And I feel like that ask your angels is definitely for the people who overlooked the sign. But even if you didn't overlook the sign, still ask your angels. Now, Two of Wands came out. And we're going to get to the heart of the matter in a minute. Usually I do the heart of the matter first. I'm doing it last this time. Two of Wands, or Two of Inspiration, which is about long-term planning. If you notice, in this particular card, is a woman, and then in front of her is a telescope. So this is another confirmation that she's looking out to the future and deciding what choice she wants to make. Two of Wands is about making a choice, because twos are about choices. But specifically, Two of Wands is about long-term planning, looking out to the future. Also, it can be about traveling as well. Now, Bottom of the deck for the other tarot deck is the Nine of Cups. So this is wish fulfillment. That makes sense because abundance did come out in the reading. So if abundance came out, one would think that would somehow be affiliated with wish fulfillment, with the Nine of Cups. Now, let's go to the heart of the matter. Speaking of cups, Eight of Cups is in the heart of the matter. So this is another confirmation. In order to get to that Nine of Cups, you have to take action with the Eight of Cups. There's something that you need to let go of. Now, the Devil came out in the heart of the matter too. This could be letting go of toxic ways, toxic people, and or both. So it could be that. Strangely enough, three of these cards are talking about information, because look for a sign is an information card. I look at it as an information card because you're waiting for a sign to happen to give you the information you need to take the action you want to take. So you have look for a sign. You have ask your angels, and go figure. Under the ask your angels, I didn't even know this. You're ready. And under that is there's something better. So you have the you're ready. And that's going back to the action part. But also you have get more information. So ask your angels, get more information, look for a sign. All of these, that's three cards that are talking about information. There is some type of important information that you need to make sure that you pay attention to, notice it, and also be sure to digest it. Because we hear stuff all day long. Do we retain everything we hear? Not upon command, no. In the back of our mind is categorized and all of that stuff. But as for being able to recall things automatically based off of how the entire day happened, it doesn't work like that. So you have to make sure that when you do receive the information, you're in the energy to be able to receive it. My nose is itching. And digest it is what you're looking to do. Again, at the heart of the matter. Also at the heart of the matter is Zeus, which is leadership. Now, going back to the Devil card, this could be something that some of you could be walking away from. Maybe you are dealing with a toxic boss, or you're the toxic boss and you're walking away from those toxic tendencies. Because that can be it too. Also, something said to me as well during the whole pulling the cards out and setting it up. Don't get drunk off of power. For some of you, especially with the abundance card, if you have a lot of resources coming in, just, you know the saying, I've said it before on many readings, and I'm sure you've heard it before on many TV shows. With great power comes great responsibility. So when your new resources come in, obviously the universe wants you to enjoy the good life. Clearly. Just don't overdo it. How does the saying go? Smell the perfume, don't drink it. That's what that is. Smell the perfume, don't drink it. When those resources come in. But the main thing here is this. Action. And I feel you have to keep an open mind. Something's telling me to see what's under this other card, under the Two of Wands. I don't know what's under here. Interesting. Five of Swords. Okay, this goes back to that. Remember when I was saying quiet strength? And see, this makes sense with the abundance card. Five of Voices in this deck is Five of Swords. Some people might be talking. Don't pay them any mind. Quiet strength. Something told me to check what was under that Two of Wands. And then under the Five of Swords is the Queen of Wands. And that explains that too. That's why they're talking about you, because they're jealous. Because the Queen of Wands gets a lot of attention. And the Queen of Wands is a very capable queen. This is very capable energy. This is magnetic energy. This is center stage energy. This is the headliner energy. And some people won't like that, but they'll get over it. So yeah, it's about taking action and about embracing the information that you receive. And really, in order to take action, you have to embrace the information. You have to digest it. But this is a confirmation that abundance is an option. But action, action, action. That is the message. Action, action, action. I'm almost tempted to title this Quiet Strength, but I feel like action, action, action is the message. All right, so that is what I have for you for the full moon in Sagittarius. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting the podcast. I sincerely appreciate it. I have more stuff coming. I have a lot going on. I literally work 13 hours a day. It is 10:56 p.m. right now. I've been working since 7 a.m. So, yeah, all good though. I enjoy it. And I'm thankful that I have the strength to work because some people don't. Just saying. All right, until next time, be blessed.